99% of the people I interact with in the West and 100% of people in Israel have lost their damn mind. You know why? Because they've never been in a rogue state, ever. Like, they've never actually lived in one. Where are the moderates? Are you kidding me? What do you want them to do, bro? You want them to go out and be like, hey, I've got an idea? No, you get shot in the head. This is why you cannot pound a country into regime change from above. You can invade it, go right ahead. Let's invade the country and have regime change. So that's obviously insane. But also what's insane is this idea that someone's going to rise up while Israelis are bombing Iran. Not even Americans, Israelis. Like, this is the country that, like, everyone in Iran, there's this Israeli propaganda going around, 80% of Iranians hate the regime. Like, time out, bro. How about we see how many of them hate Israel? How about we poll that? You know, yeah, 80% of Iranians hate the regime. That sounds plausible to me. I would say 90% hate Israel. So, like, there's a problem. Moderates don't have any voice right now. They have no platform because the country is engaged in warfare. And that's my point. In Serbia, liberals who hated Milosevic for 10 years took their children with them and stood on bridges with little targets over their head, telling NATO, come and kill me and my kids on this bridge. Not government supporters, like not, you know, loyalists of Milosevic. This was just everyone. When you get attacked, this is what happens. So that's where I would say that's where all those people are. Now, the other point where I disagree with you a little bit is that US can't restrain Israel. I think that oftentimes when something like this happens, we assume that countries at war are like when you were playing Doom 2 on unlimited ammo hack. And that's just not the case. Both Iran and Israel are going to start facing shortages of munition. For Israel, the big problem, there was a Wall Street Journal article that was very interesting. I didn't even think of this, but they're not using Iron Dome to stop these missiles. They're using David Sling and then Arrow 1 and Arrow 2, and they're running out of missiles. They're very expensive, and Iran has more ballistic missiles than Israel has interceptors. Now, the good news is for Israel that they are actually destroying the launchers. So that's very helpful. But the point is that if they're running out of interceptors, they're also going to run out of ground attack missiles that their fighter jets are firing at Iran. Because let's not forget, it is a country of 9.5 million people, Israel. Even militarized ones like Israel don't plan on multi-month regime change campaigns of countries of 100 million people. Like, that's not what you plan for. You know, you've got some ground attack missiles to deal with Hezbollah, threats in Syria. Maybe you have enough to attack the facilities, nuclear facilities in Iran. But there's just no scenario under the sun where Israel can keep this up for months. And in fact, I suspect Benjamin Netanyahu, when he announced this operation, when he says this is a 2-week operation, I don't know if you caught that.
Yep.
You know, and somebody told me, yeah, but he said that about Gaza. It's different. In Gaza, you use bullets and you use tanks. Here, you're sending fighter jets over with missiles, and those missiles do run out. So there will be a moment. I don't know when, Jacob, but math tells us there will be a moment when the US will have a lever on Israel, and it will be you would like to replenish your supply of ground attack missiles for your fighter jets. That will be a moment when, you know, one would assume President Trump can say, like, look, you've done a great job. We now need to let Iran stew. And hopefully during that period of time, some of the moderates can come out and be like, was it worth it? Like, you need a period of cooling down for that to happen. I just don't think there's 0% chance, not like 5, there's 0% chance that Iran can have a revolt while it's being bombed by Israel, a country that everyone in Iran thinks is evil.